Some producers swear by music theory. Others never touch it and still make hits. So, what's the truth? Do you actually need music theory to make fire beats? Or is it just gatekeeping dressed up as advice? In this video, I'm breaking it all down. By the end of this video, you're gonna know how much theory you need and the benefits as a music producer. So, make sure you stay tuned and watch to the very end. You ready? Let's get into it. One of the benefits of learning just a little bit of music theory is that it helps you find the key of the song much easier. Sometimes producers will just be cooking up fire beats, listening back, and not really realizing that the other part of the beat is actually getting it to the artist. So what could happen is the artist could listen to the beat, feel that something is not quite in place, and just go ahead and skip on the beat. Now, you don't have to have everything perfectly on key each and every time, but let's just say, for instance, you're working on like a hip hop R&B type of vibe and the artist wants to do something special with a vocalist or a songwriter. If the beat is out of key, the vocalist, the songwriter may not quite know where to fit themselves on the beat. They'll just know, hey, there's something about this beat that I'm not quite feeling. It just doesn't touch me in the way that it should touch me, and let's just go ahead and skip and move on to the next beat. The actual problem was that you were adding elements to the beat that was out of key. They weren't quite feeling it. They weren't able to kind of write around it in a creative way, and they just decided to skip on and move on to the next beat. The next benefit of knowing music theory as a music producer is the ability to get the 808s in key much quicker. You could be in the middle of a cook-up, you could have already made a beat and just sent it off to somebody to collab or write on, and not knowing that the 808s are out of key can really throw off the vibe and really throw off the energy. I've listened to amazing beats, and then there's just one part of the instrumental where the 808 is out of key, and it makes me cringe. It makes my skin crawl. I'm like, the 808s are out of key, and it just totally throws off the vibe. Now, if you understand music theory, you understand just your basic scales, your basic keys, it's much easier for your ear to be in tune and sharper and understand that something is not musically correct. Something's not musically right. It's not feeling right. It's not vibing right. You can pick that out much quicker, make the correction, and continue finishing your fire beat. Another benefit of knowing music theory is that it'll help you tap into multiple genres much easier. You know, one thing with multiple genres is sometimes the main thing that really differentiates them is really just the percussion. If you understand the music, the underlying music, it's not too difficult to kind of jump from R&B to pop to Afrobeat, or to go from boom bap to drill. If you understand those underlying musical elements, it's much easier for you to kind of jump and move around in different genres. Not only that, is in the process of learning music theory, you're going to be practicing a lot of songs, just understanding what makes some of your favorite songs so special. It could just be a little move to a diminished chord or a little move to a minor chord. Having that in your mental Rolodex is going to make it much easier for you to compose the beat, control the mood, and jump from genre to genre without feeling like you're overstretching yourself too much. You know, understand you can pick out the fundamental, what's fundamentally making the song more addictive, and you can translate that from one genre to the next, to the next, to the next, which of course adds value to you as a producer. And the final benefit is that you're perceived as more of an asset to the music community. So many people can just cook up beats or maybe drag and drop in loops from these different platforms that are out there, and also AI is starting to expand more and more. We never know where that's going to go in the future. So you as a producer, if your ears are more in tune, you understand keys, you understand pitch, you have more of a broad base of musical knowledge in your head, and not only that, you understand the chord progression behind some very popular or legendary songs, it's much easier for you to give advice to recording artists. You can kind of place people in the right direction. You can hear something, hear the direction that the artist is going, and be able to kind of course correct much easier if you understand music theory and you're practicing some type of instrument. Again, you don't have to be an expert, but just having a just very simple baseline understanding of it just makes you much more valuable. You can listen to a singer and understand that they're out of key, work with a songwriter and they have a mood, they want to go a little bit more spooky. I just want this to feel a little, more heartfelt. You kind of know to move into a diminished chord. Also, if you're recording an artist, you are working in auto-tune or any other type of pitch correction program, then you can just easily understand where you're going, why you're going, and the emotional impact that's gonna have on the entire song. So once again, you don't have to be a session musician or become a person who wants to perform on stage with the guitar, the piano, or anything like that. Just having a little bit of an understanding is just gonna make you much more valuable and allow you to demand more when it comes to the market. These are so many things that I've experienced personally firsthand. I understand it's easy to just cook up beats. We have so many different tools to help us get to the finish line much quicker, but just understanding the steps has been very valuable to me. I don't want you guys to overlook it. Just kind of look for the quick fix, and I understand the value of the underlying process that can get you to the point of becoming a great music producer. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you check out the links in the description. I have a lot of valuable things there for you to help you in your music production journey. Hey, I'm Desmond A, and I'll be back with more great videos. Peace.
Desmond A.